Hello, and welcome to this month's Safety Minute. This month I want to talk about the pushback. You know, when someone brings up a safety concern, and the natural reaction some people have is they just want pushback. I experienced this just a couple weeks ago. I posted online about a place where I went to and spoke, and I was super impressed by all the things this company was doing to help protect their employees, that I took a picture of the stairs and all the things they had done, just those stairs, to help people avoid a slip, trip, or fall. And then I posted it online, and this one person, they replied with, "What a waste of time and money." It was like they just pushed back. And it really got to me. Not like personally or mentally, but it got to me thinking, well, like, why is it that they pushed back so easily, so fast, over something as simple as a stairwell that had some added improvements to it? Things that didn't interfere with how people went up and down stairs, but it made the stairs safer, and it took away or reduced the likelihood of someone slipping, tripping, and falling. But what is it for you? Will you push back? I know for me, my buttons are when someone corrects my driving, I really sometimes just want to be like, I know what I'm doing. I see it already. But the reality is that they're just trying to help me drive. Or another is, I really don't like it when I'm about to go out and do something and somebody questions the clothing I'm wearing. Am I warm enough? Am I prepared for the rain or the wind or whatever? I'm 50 years old. I know how to dress for the weather. Those are the two that really get me. But I can tell you, I've been to over 2,000 workplaces. I have presented thousands of times. And I can tell you almost every single presentation I've ever given when I've gone into the actual industry, there's always somebody in that room who will go to the back of the room and they'll sit down and they'll cross their arms and they'll pull their hat down and they'll be kind of tuck their head and it's just like they don't want to be there. They just want to be working. They don't care about attending a safety meeting. They're just kind of pushing back. And because of that, they're removing themselves mentally, not physically, but mentally from that meeting. Then there's other times I've been to a presentation and a company is rolling out a new program, and before they even see what the program is, the workers are like, the company's just in it to save their own butt. I'm like, here's a program that they put money into it, they put time into it, they put people to lead it. They're now asking for buy-in. They're going to show you what it is. And this program, most likely, if used, is going to benefit how you do things or in the outcome of what you're doing or protecting you. And yet you don't want to even give it a try. You push back. Or, you ever seen anyone get pulled over by the police? Maybe you have. They were literally speeding. They ran a red light. They went through a stop sign. They broke the law. And the cop is just doing their job. They're pulling them over. They're giving them a ticket. They're trying to correct that behavior. And that person, they berate the police officer. What did the police do wrong? They weren't the ones that broke the law. It was your habits. It was your decisions. It was the way you drove that created that whole scenario. And then when you get caught, you push back. Why is it people push back so easily when it comes to safety? Well, I have done some thinking about this, and I took other topics. What are other topics I could bring up and people would push back on? And I found out if I was to come up and start talking about people's religion and tell them that your religion is stupid and you shouldn't be worshiping that or you shouldn't have religion at all, people tend to push back. Or if I bring up politics and say whoever you voted for, that was the dumbest thing you could have done, people will push back. Or if I tell you how to raise your kids, if I say you're not raising your kids, right? This is how you should do it, people push back. Or if I tell you how to spend your money, or I talk about somebody's sexuality, they push back. Or you go to the United States, go to that country, and just say two words: gun control. Doesn't even matter if I'm for or against it. The moment I say those two words, gun control, people will push back. They will automatically start assessing in their head my position, and they push back. Well, all those topics, they have something in common. Religion, politics, raising your kids, spending your money, sexuality, gun control. Those are how you get to live your life. And when I bring up those topics, I'm telling you how to live your life. And for some reason, we took the topic of safety and we threw it into that category of how you get to live your life. But safety doesn't tell you how to live your life. And the reason being is when someone corrects my driving, they actually don't stop me from driving. I still get to drive, just I do it where I control the risk and the energy. Someone controls or questions what I'm wearing, they're not stopping me from going out and doing things I want to do. They're just making sure I'm going to be warm or dry or cool enough so I can enjoy it while I'm doing it. If someone, a company wants to bring out a policy, a new program or procedure, I guarantee you that it's not going to stop you from doing your job. It's going to add in something that'll probably help you do your job. You see, I found safety doesn't tell you how to live your life. All it does is it looks at energy and controls that energy. And then by controlling that energy, it helps you to live your life. And I really looked at that stairwell when that guy said, that's just a complete waste of time and money. And I was like, how did it change your life? You still get to go up the stairs, you still get to go down the stairs. You don't have to change anything in how you go up or down stairs. How did that change your life? By adding some lights to the stairs and marking out where the treads end, all they did was they made it safer to use the stairs. How is that such a bad thing? And if a company is willing to go that far just on a stairwell, I can tell you they took me around their workplace and they showed me so many other ways in which they engineered hazards out of the workplace. That was just one example that I could show. And overall, that company's statistics on injury reduction, they're pretty darn good. Because they're not just trying to tell you how to do things. They're looking at what could go wrong. And then they're fixing it in ways where you don't even have to adjust how you do it. To me, that's a company that cares. And I gotta ask myself, why would you push back when you have a company that cares about you? Because I can tell you what it's like to have a company that doesn't care about you. And I can tell you then, well, maybe I should have pushed back then and gone and found an employer who did care about me. I hope you enjoy this Safety Minute. If you want more messages like this, please hit the subscribe button. If you want to bring me out to your workplace, go to spencerspeaks.ca. Until the next Safety Minute, stay safe.